Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the ESV Preaching Bible in TruTone over board from Crossway. So as many of you know, Crossway is about to release the verse-by-verse edition of their Preaching Bible, and I'm going to be doing a review of that when it officially releases. But I also wanted to review their original Preaching Bible, which many people know and love, so that we can have something to compare the new one to when it comes out. And just recently, a few months ago, Crossway released this, which is the TruTone over board edition of their Preaching Bible. Prior to this, it was only available in a premium goatskin cover, and now you can get one for, most retailers, you can get this for less than 40 bucks. So really affordable option of their Preaching Bible. Everything else about it is the same. There's some things I really like about this Bible. Let me just say this real quick. You do not have to be a preacher or someone who preaches in order to use this Bible and to get a lot out of it. As you will see, it was designed specifically with preachers in mind in a lot of areas, but I think that's actually practical for a lot of people, and so I'm going to show you a few of the things that I really like about it. Before we dive in, if you like Bible Review Blog, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. My goal with Bible Review Blog is to help you find a Bible that's right for you. And so when you like these videos and subscribe and share with your friends, it helps me reach more people. So, all right, let's take a look. This is the ESV Preaching Bible TruTone Overboard Edition. Okay, first things first, the box here is a slipcase that the Bible sits in. So you get the information on the back. So that's really nice if you want to sit it on your shelf, upright in the shelf, you can put it in there. And then here's the Bible. So this is a TruTone, which is a flexible, soft, thin, synthetic material that Crossway uses on a lot of their lower end, less expensive Bibles, and it's on a soft cover. So this is a TruTone over board, and it's really got a nice look to it. I mean, it's got some texture to it, some kind of marbled. It's brown. There you go. On the side, you have 4 raised hubs, Holy Bible, ESV, English Standard Version, and the Crossway logo back here on the back. That's what it looks like. Really sharp. It is a paste down liner, so you see that in there. It's got these nice end pages. It's a Smith-sewn binding, so it will hold up well over time. You get a couple of brown ribbons to go with it. Again, the goatskin edition of this Bible is going to cost you well over $100. This you can find for less than $40. So, and the inside of it is the same. So on the other aesthetic touches here, you've got a little bit of art gilding on the pages. That looks nice. It is a square cut page as opposed to the round cut page on the goatskin edition. But really, really sharp. As far as size goes, this is 6 1/4 inches wide and 9 1/8 inches tall. So just a little bit over 6 and a little bit over 9, and then almost 2 inches thick. It's about 1 3/4 inches thick when you include the cover. So that's the ESV Preaching Bible TruTone Overboard on the outside. Now let's open it up. Again, you got these nice kind of thicker end pages. Some thicker, glossy white cardstock on the inside. There's your presentation page. Title pages. So here you have, it's the ESV Preaching Bible, Preaching Edition, 2016 text, printed in China. This one was printed in 2020. Your contents, your preface to the ESV translation. Features, I'm going to talk about this in a moment as far as the footnotes and the cross-references, how they do that in the Bible, and then you get here. So you see this is a hardcover edition, so it will kind of go pretty flat, and then you can kind of move it back and forth. But that's what it looks like. What you're getting in this Bible is a really nice single column, wide margins, that's designed with preachers in mind to make it easy for you to, when you're preaching the text. This is why they call them preaching Bibles. So you can find your place, so you can keep a smooth rhythm going as you're preaching. So I'll show you a couple things here. So first of all, looks really good on the page. I'm just going to bring this up close for you so you can see it for a second. Really nice white page. You can see there that the text is line matched, which means that the text on this side of the page is matched with that on the other side of the page, so it creates less distraction on show through. This is 36 GSM paper. It's a nice white color, so really good texture, really good thickness for being opaque, and it's a 10-point font. So 10-point font, line matched text, 36 GSM paper. What that equates to is this is really easy to read. You're not distracted. Very clean. It jumps off the page really well. On the margins over here, it's about 1.25 inches, and because it's 36 GSM paper, you can write on this and there's not going to be a lot of bleed through and things like that. So you can jot your notes down. Whether you're preaching or, as I said before, you can use this Bible just to be a wide margin Bible where you take notes if you like the look and the feel, which I do. I really like the single column design. I'm going to show you a couple other features I like. First of all, the verse numbers are bolded. So you see that is bolded, the 13 there, and there's a little bit extra space around it. Same thing with the 11 up here. It's bold and a little extra space. Compared to when in a normal Bible, that's not going to be bold and it's going to be a little bit closer to the words around it. This is not, it doesn't make it where, you know, they jump out off the page and it's annoying, but when I'm scrolling through this, I go, okay, there's the 13, there's the 11, there's the 12, there's the 15. It kind of just stands out a little bit more. Again, the idea, if you were preaching out of this Bible, when you're referencing a verse, it's easier to find it. It's not going to distract you, but it's going to be easy to find. Whereas the new verse by verse edition, you'll see is each verse is going to begin a new paragraph. So I like that about it. It's easy to find your place. I love the single column text. It's just a really good look. I'll get you back here so you can just kind of see what the poetry looks like here in Job and Psalms. Looks really sharp. The font here is dark and bold. It's a very rich font. Jumps off the page. Getting into the New Testament. I always like to show the page here at the beginning of the New Testament. I don't know why, but this makes me happy just to see the little title page here. It's like Bob Ross and his Happy Little Trees. It's my happy little page. In the New Testament, one of the things you're going to notice is that so as far as cross-references go, you see they don't have any in the Old Testament. It's just the textual footnotes from the translators. So you're getting those at the bottom of the page. Single column text, wide margins, bold verse numbers, text at the bottom of the page. When you get to the New Testament, they have the same, that's not the New Testament, they have the same textual notes from the translators, but then they add in a few different cross-references. This is not a full cross-reference suite. It's just two different kinds of cross-references. First of all, you get direct quotes from the Old Testament. So anytime the New Testament is quoting the Old Testament directly, there's going to be a cross-reference down at the bottom to let you know that. Then the second thing they're going to do is anytime in the Gospels, they're going to give you a cross-reference for parallel moments in a different gospel. So if you're reading something in Mark, down here it's going to tell you, see parallels in Matthew, in Luke. So you're knowing where this story happens in Mark, you can then jump around to the other gospels and see where the same story is happening in those. I really like that, particularly again for preaching, because it helps you kind of navigate your way and know when you're in the New Testament, they're quoting something from the Old Testament, to know when you're in one gospel, when it appears somewhere else in the gospel, so you can see how that author presented the same narrative. Really interesting study tool. So it's not a full cross-reference suite, but then again, if you're not preaching, that's still really good for you when you're reading the Bible, when you're studying, to work through some of these things and to explore some of these things. So it's not a full cross-reference suite, but it is really useful. Get to the back here, there's no concordance, there's no glossary. Again, I think the idea is if you're a preacher, you probably have separate tools that you use for those sorts of things. So you get a table of weights and measures, and then you get a glossy set of Bible maps. I like the look of Crossways maps. I'm not crazy about this glossy paper. I wish it had a little bit more texture to it and was not so cardstocky, but it's fine, and they really do. They're nice to look at, that's for sure. So there you have it. That's the entire Bible, really well designed overall, comfortable to look at, and again, this is just a less expensive option if you like the ESV Preaching Bible than the Goatskin edition. So there you have it. It's the ESV Preaching Bible in TruTone overboard, an affordable option for a really cool Bible. I'll put some links below in the description so you can read more about this Bible, see some links where to purchase it. And as always, you can visit BibleReviewBlog.com to read a full write-up of this Bible and see some great photos. Again, if you want to like this video, subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. And definitely check out Bible Review Blog on Instagram and Facebook. We've got a great community there. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.